So I'll be talking about the PLC, Programmable Logic Controller. So this is where what actually controls the transmit and the receive sub circuits. So just like I showed at the beginning of this tutorial, data to be sent starts from the bus write and ends at the TS bit. So if you want to send the data, this is where it first of all comes. The bus write enable, bus byte enabled, bus address where you want to send it to. This RX in stands for receive interrupt. So use it if you want to send an interrupt. Then sorry, bus read data. That is, this is more like an input from the BSK modem. So when we dealing with the top level, we are going to see how actually this particular subcircuit works in full. So again, remember, just as I said a few minutes ago, the bus right is what actually is written to this TS data 0, and then bus read after receiving this RS data it goes out through here. I don't know, let me make make it compact a little. Okay, this is it. Sorry. So this is what it looks like. So let me just briefly explain these two subcircuits, CRS and CTS. So you can see how this 32 bits of input is spread around these sets of all of them, and how all this here is summarized here. So I'll go through them one after the other, CRS and CTX. So this CRS. These are all the different buses for data reception. So this is the general multiplexer. So once you give a bus address here, it picks from which bus is actually selecting from, and if your bus read is on, it reads that particular bus. So now almost the same with the CTX. So this is the CTS here. So if this from that bus write data from here, once you choose the bus address, this is the demultiplexer. It chooses which particular bus to write data to. So that is essentially what is happening within these two sub circuits. So that's how everything here went to here, and this here went to everything here. So when you go to the bpsk modem, you actually find out that the demodulated data, that is the data we received that has been demodulated, is actually what we have here, and then the data we want to send, is what we have here. So I don't know if that was understood. After demodulation, yes, the data goes here, and the ones we want to send, we send them out. So this is the major processing part of this. So from the bpsk modem, we are going to receive 32 bits of 16 long data inputs, which we are going to compress them, select which bus we are reading from. It's going to go in here. Then for the transmitter, from this bus write is what you're going to select and break them down into everything here. So that is basically how it works. So this particular circuitry here is just used to turn it on and off, choose whether we are reading or we are writing. So the RS int, this one is the receiver interrupt, while the bus write is for writing. You have your bus address. So this upper part here is another frequency divider here. Sorry. It's more like another frequency divider, but it's a different thing altogether. It generates the interrupt, the gain, the RS programmable gain update interrupt. So remember when we are dealing with the FPGA subcircuit, this is where the interrupt comes from. It counts to a certain number and sets the interrupt on. That number is how long it takes to fill in all this data. So it's somewhere around 5,000 or so, 32 by 16. So once after reading the data, it'll be able to set this update int on. So then you have your RS pending, TSDo, TSDiv. So go through the code on the website, it will be more clear. I'll cut it short now, so we'll be able to go very deep into the bpsk modem. So this is where it actually fits in within the circuit. Remember, this is it. This is the PLC we treated, and this is the bpsk modem. So as you can see, after demodulating the data, they all go working here as an input. And from the bus write data, this is the bus write data here. This is it here. From the bus write data, it goes through this place, bus write data, then to the TS data, and from there it goes here. That is the mode data, the data we want to modulate and send out. So that is basically the major thing we have here, the bpsk modem. So once it comes here, is modulated and sent out. If it's received, it's demodulated and sent here to be processed, and is given out as the RS, the bus read data. So that will be all. Check my tutorial and kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.